Hello again, friends. This is Trooper Barry, and welcome back to Orgynizer. Now, we covered this game more than a year ago. I think it was like April of last year when it first came on my radar. And a little bit more than a year since, there have been a handful of updates. And as they recently just dropped their 2.0 update, as well as the DLC. So I thought this would be a good time to come back and have another look at this unique, silly, fun, probably not for everyone, but if it is your thing, it is very much your thing, game. So, what is Orgynizer? Basically, it is a, just like what you might see, and what the name might suggest, it is not a porn game. It is sexy, but there is no actual sex. So, the basic setup is, you are a party organizer. And yes, it's those kind of parties. But we'll show the, yeah, so you, in a list of increasingly exotic locations, you put the right guests and the right activities in the right room. And it's all basically one big logic problem. You'll have guests saying, I want to do this, or I don't want to be in this room, or I must be with either this person, but definitely not that person. And along the way, you can unlock new characters. You can unlock safe words. You got some art figures, spookies. There are furries in this game. Some familiar-looking imposters, perhaps. And all the way in one of the recent editions, they also have Saturday morning crushes. And we have not unlocked those yet, but if that is a legally distinct Velma Dinkley in there, it definitely has my attention. Right, so you get all these guests and all these activities, and plus a few toys. Now, I say for the settings, you can make it as lewd as you want. You can have moans, speaking sound, or you can. As I say, there is no actual. You don't no actual set. All you need to see is your characters there in place. But if you want, you can absolutely make it safe for work or YouTube. And rather than organizing play parties, you're organizing birthday parties. We're giving out toys and ice cream and whatnot. Again, it's all up to you. But let's take it out for a quick spin, and I'll show you. So you see, this is your grid, and I'll say one of the things they've added is new days, or like new events. Last time we played, it stopped at night 25, which was back in Reykjavik. But now we got a whole extra 15 levels, as we do have the Saturday crushes over there. But here, let me show you like what a night looks like. So here's the basic setup. You've got rooms, you've got guests, and these guests have, what you can say, they have traits. So Randy here is stressed and hyperactive. His safe word is grump. His request is it has a hard pass on trusting guests. So if you put him in the same room as a trusting guest, it's not going to go well. So are there any trusting guests? Okay, well, see, Alice here is trusting. So Randy and Alice cannot be together. And see, Alice is going to skip the bedroom. And there's only two rooms, so that means she is going to go there. And if Alice is going to be there, that means Randy got to go there. So how about Teacup? Teacup wants Randy or the wardrobe, but not both. Well, Randy's there, the wardrobe is there, so that one goes there. And so this is another thing, they will have sometimes, they'll have doppelgangers. So you got loop 1 and loop 2. Loop 1 is fascinated by Alice and wants to go to the wardrobe. Loop 2 says no Alice and wants to avoid the wardrobe. Well, since the only opening is in the wardrobe with Alice, clearly loop 1 is the one we want. All right, let me... Actually, yeah, no, okay, resume game. I can't remember if I turned off the nudity or not. I guess, well, let's find out. Okay, there you go. Was it okay? What you just saw there? That is as risque as it gets. Although, hang on. Okay, there. So yeah, if you want to turn, so this is the recent Bare Essentials DLC. This reminds me. So, and you can turn it on or off here. I forgot where you can do that. But what you just saw there, that is as racy as it gets. And so as you progress through the game, the houses get bigger, you get more guests, and sometimes their requests get more elaborate. Alright, and then you also have these. So you have champagne, which will place them in the optimal location, but so you forfeit the points per round. And here, like so, and it's the chocolate. For one tenth of your points, you can use this item, and it'll enable them to color their request based on whether or not they will be fulfilled. So you can get a better idea, like whether a guest's requests are going to be fulfilled based on where they are. Okay, so let's see. Janine says wants Vin and the glasses and no to the lounge. Robin wants Gingy. That's the gingerbread person here. Okay, so Erica wants a comfortable place. Do we have a comfortable spot? So the only comfortable spot is the lounge, so she goes there. And she wants to avoid intelligent guests. So that's no Vin for Erica. Okay, so now Morris wants to be in a comfortable room. No Robin. Well, that's easy. So that's one room locked and loaded. Because right now, you see the capacity is 2. Well, also, you can see each room will have their own traits as well. So, dining room, classy and well lit. Kitchen, practical and clean. At least for now. Okay, so let's see. Vin wants to go to the lounge or the kitchen. But since the lounge is already taken, that means Vin's going in the kitchen. And then Janine is going to insist on Vin, so Janine goes in there. And so Robin is going to hook up with Gingy, but which Gingy? So let's see. Gingy 2 wants someone outspoken, says no to the lounge, wants a practical, or despises a practical room. So you got to read closely. Whereas Gingy 1 also wants outspoken, well, that's both Robin. Loving the lounge, well, the lounge is full. Needs a practical spot, the practical spots are full. So that means Gingy 2 is the real one, and Gingy 1 is the imposter. Let's check. So there we go. And so, if the guests in the correct spot, they'll light up green, and if everyone is correct, the whole room will light up green. Okay, and so now we're starting to incorporate activities. So we have pet play, and they have very helpfully, the devs have included descriptions for those of you who might not be familiar with such things. Not making any judgments one way or the other, but it's good to have a full idea of what you're getting your guests into. Okay, so here, so now things are getting a little bit more complicated. So Ralph here wants to do pet play. He's saying for pet play or Tony, but not both. So because Ralph is locked into pet play, Ralph cannot hook up with Tony. And then we'll look at the man cave or the attic. And you can see now rooms have a capacity of 3, so it can be 3 people or it can be 2 people and 1 activity. And you see they each need at least 2 guests. Now, you might look at the attic and say, wait, hang on, what is an attic doing on a ground floor? To which I say, don't worry about it. You know, we are party organizers. We are not architects. Anyway. Okay, so here, Iris. Iris says no to the bedroom, no to spanking, no to a dark place. But she wants to be in a room with 2 other guests, so wherever she goes, it's 2 other guests and no activity. So if she says no to the bedroom, and she said doesn't want a dark place, that means she's going to the man cave. So that means there's no activity here, which means there will be activities here. Okay, so Tony not in the mood for more than 1 other guest, so Tony's going to be in a with an activity. They want to say comfortable location, so Tony going in the bedroom. It says it needs a guest with exactly 3 traits. So that could be Gingy, or Ralph, or one of our Vlads. So we'll get back to that. So Randy says no to clumsy. So Randy and Ralph are a no-go. Okay, Gingy, attic or bedroom, but no Slappy. Slappy says something that is shy. Do we have any shy guests? Yes, okay, so Iris is shy, so Slappy and Iris go together. Okay, so let's see. Right, so as you see, Tony says not more than 1 other guest. And then Ralph says pet play or Tony. But he's insisting on pet play, that means no Tony. And if Tony's in there, that means both Ralph and pet play should go in here. And then so if Tony says only 1 other guest, then that means spanking must go in here. So you see, things are starting to come together. So let's see which Vlad. So see, Vlad 2 says they want a warm room. So that'd be the man cave or the bedroom, but not the attic. Whereas Vlad 1 says no to warm. Your match has 3 traits. Well, they have 3, but they only have 2. So Vlad 1 could go there or there. See, Vlad 2 says no to pet play. Vlad 1 says pet play yes. So that suggests Vlad 1 goes there. Okay, and then so Gingy wants to avoid Slappy, so Gingy has to go in the non-Slappy room, which means Randy goes in the man cave. Let's see how we did. Okay, so your match has 3... Wait, my match has 3 traits. Ralph has 3 traits. Okay, interesting. But pet play only has 2. Because this one also says my match only has 3. That's weird. Let's re-roll this. We can do better. Okay, Alice into vanilla. We'll not do vanilla without Ross, who may or may not look familiar. You can do the attic or the BDSM room. Okay, so let's see. Janine says no to Noah, but either vanilla or pearl, but not both. Let's see. Iris says, wants something loud. That would be spanking. Don't need a soundproof place, so not the BDSM room. And doesn't want a warm spot, so no to the man cave, no to the BDSM room, so Iris goes to the attic. Okay, Ross says no to vanilla in the attic. But Alice is locked into both vanilla and Ross, but they can't all fit in there anyway, so that's fine. So let's see which Pearl do it. Pearl wants to avoid warm rooms, but wants to do spanking. Pearl 1 wants warm, no spanking. Okay, so we need to do some more elimination here first. Okay, well, Alice says either the attic or the BDSM room. Well, the attic is already taken, which means we can put her in the BDSM room. And she's insisting on vanilla. So the first one, vanilla tonight, woo, as you might imagine, means she wants vanilla. And then she is not going to dive into vanilla without Ross, which means Ross goes there. So our options are whittling down. Okay, so now, so Janine says either vanilla or Pearl, but vanilla is spoken for, which means she has to go with Pearl. And so it has to be Janine and Pearl. Because we have 3 activities, which means each room has to get one, because you can only put 1 activity per room. Because they each need at least 2 guests. That means Janine needs to go there, and one of our Pearls is going to go there. And that, by extension, that means Noah goes here, because she is not with Ross, that's fine, and she won't be doing butt stuff in the BDSM room, because the BDSM room is already spoken for. So it all comes down to which Pearl. Now, they both say the perfect partner has 2 traits. Iris has 2, Janine has 2. Okay, no help there. So the only spot that the only available spot is warm, which means Pearl 1 is out. Pearl 2 wants to avoid warm, so Pearl 2 goes in there. And since Pearl 2 has her sights set on spanking, spanking goes there, butt stuff goes there. So, did we get it right this time? We did that even worse. Okay, yeah, she wanted something. She wanted spanking. Vanilla or Pearl. Okay, but she had. Okay, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, one more time. Okay, so Greg says no activities. Easy enough. Button says 1 lover, so that means there will be an activity. So they're in for something restrictive. That would be the stockades. So the man cave or the home office. Zola says no to social, so the living room is out. So no stockades with bow, no vanilla without bow, and no direct guests. So that means Zola is a no for Rolo. So Frosty wants to go in a social place. That would be the living room. And probably best that Frosty avoids a warm spot regardless. Let's see. See, Robin says no to smooth talkers, so Robin and Bo are not happening. And, okay, so then Frosty wants some. They say anything, but that could be a activity or a person. Usually a person. So they want reserved. Okay, so that means Frosty has eyes for Greg, because Greg's our only reserved guest. And so we know, seeing Greg is saying no activities, so that means there has to be another guest here. Which means one of these rooms is getting the stockades, the other one's getting vanilla. But yeah, so Button says wants to get restrictive. That means the stockades. So wherever Button goes, the stockades will follow. So let's look at our Rolos. See, Rolo 2 wants an activity. Okay, so they both want activities. So that means they can't go in here. So Rolo 2 says no man cave. Rolo 1 says yes man cave. Okay. Okay, so we know that Button is locked into the stockades. So Zola doesn't have to worry about doing the stockades with Bo. And let's see, Bo is going to avoid Button. That is Button there. So that means, yeah. So Bo will be stuck. So Bo will be doing vanilla. And Bo said vanilla and the home office are not a good mix. That means vanilla and the man cave are. And see, Robin says no to smooth talkers, like Bo, so Robin goes in there. And Zola won't do vanilla without Bo, so there's Bo and vanilla in there, so that should work. Okay, and so now, let's see. So we have the living room, and so we're going to pass on the man cave. Okay, so Rolo 1 wants the man cave, which is full, which means Rolo 2 goes in the living room. Third time's the charm? Okay. Yeah, see, there we go. So they wanted an activity. Well, they all wanted an activity, though. But how does that work? They both wanted an activity. So, I mean, you know what? Never mind. Okay, so you get the idea there. So now let's skip ahead a little bit, and then I can show you just how complex things get. So let's skip ahead to night number 18 in Denver. So as you can see there, way more guests, way more rooms, and more activities, and different activities. And it says, fill the apartment. How many apartments do you know have 10 rooms? Anyway, obviously the higher level we get, the more complex, and I think the more well-funded the operation, shall we say. So let's see. Luis wants to put in the lower floor, wants to do aftercare, and wants to end up with Honkers. Honkers is one of our clown guests. Okay, so this is lower floor. Now there is a lowest floor. So it's going to be the hallway, the sauna, or the kitchen. But Luis wants Honkers. And Honkers will only do aftercare with Luis. They want an intimate place. And looks like the only one on that floor is the sauna. So Luis, aftercare, and Honkers all go in there. That's one room done and dusted. Okay, so Teacup wants to avoid the first floor. That's that right there. We got first floor, ground floor, lower floor, and lowest floor. And if you're confused about the ground floor not being the first floor, you're probably American, like me. Anyway, so Teacup needs isolated. So we have isolated. The only isolated, well, we have isolated attic or the basement. So that's two places they could go. But they want to avoid the first floor, which is where the attic is, which means Teacup needs to go in the basement. So Reese is all in on tickle torture. They could go for the bathroom or the gym. So Donna says, let's keep safe words below 9 letters. So anyone whose safe word is more than 9 letters, they're out. So no hip, no play with loop. And they want Morris. I remind myself, which were... We got a big cast of characters here. Morris, okay, Morris with the hat. So Morris says no to the living room, arcade, and any intimate places. Well, that would be the sauna, which is already taken. Alright, we'll come back. Pearls wants to avoid a room with Glinda and Robin. Wants to avoid Kit. Would love to put on the ground floor. Okay, well, there. She said, can I head straight for the arcade? Well, Pearl, you should have led with that. It would have saved us a lot of reading. And yeah, reading is apparently not our strong suit. Okay, Slappy. Slappy wants a soundproof room. After carried out the thing for her, well, that's fine. That's already spoken for. So a soundproof room. What soundproof rooms do we have? I think the only one is the wardrobe. So that's easy. Never doing tickle torture and Quinn, no Morris, and not doing hypnoplay. Mona, again, who may or may not resemble any famous artistic spots. No bathroom for her. No hypnoplay without Zola, but she does want hypnoplay. So nowhere spacious, nowhere on the ground floor. So she's insisting on hypnoplay. Won't do hypnoplay without Zola. Well, Zola, right there. There we go. Again, Zola fantasizes about Mona. Easy. So Zola says, well, skip the lower floor and the lowest floor. So those two are out. So it's either the ground floor or the first floor. Also not feeling the wardrobe, which is fine because there's no room for her in there. So this says no to a clean place, which means the bathroom is out. And then that room's out because when you think so, it's either going to be the gym, the living room, or the attic. Not vibing with spacious, so the gym is out. So it's either the living room or the attic. Okay, so here goes. So Randy is an example of a guest who knows what they want and they don't waste time saying so. Wants to go straight to the hallway, insists on butt stuff, and will only do butt stuff with Kit. There's it, and then Kit. Oh, there we go. Okay, Ben. Ben says no to the bathroom, nowhere social, no gingy, no practical. Okay. That's a lot of no's from Ben, not many yeses. Rolo says not clean, so no bathroom, nor wardrobe, no gingy, no Glenda. Good grief. Okay. So Quinn, again, no energetic, no hypnoplay, no but it does say yes to Slappy. Okay. And since Slappy's locked in, that means Quinn is locked in. Okay, Zola will come back to. Okay, so Ross wants to be on the first floor. That means up here. And he wants to hook up with Reese. Reese is over there. In the bathroom or the gym. Okay, well, see, the gym is on the ground floor, but that's on the first floor. So if he wants, yeah, so he wants to be with Reese, and then Reese, that means we can put them in the bathroom. Yeah, so it's on the first floor, which ticks Ross's box, as does being with Reese. Okay, and then Reese wants tickle torture, so there we go. So Pamu, again, legally distinct. So Pamu is desperate for anything that is short. I believe Ben is short. Sure is. A threesome and dibs on the gym. Okay. So Pamu goes to the gym. Ben goes to the gym. And so there's going to be another guest there, not an activity. Gingy says kitchen or sauna. Well, the sauna is spoken for, which means you're going to the kitchen. Glenda. So with the 2 trays, room with 2 other guests, and wants a social spot. So it could be the living room or the arcade. So it has 3 traits. Well, Pearl has that. Well, let's hold off on that. Vlad also says 3 traits, seeking the lowest floor. Well, Teacup has 3 traits. See, there you go. And then going for Teacup or Robin or both. Well, you got Teacup, and well, Robin will go elsewhere. Okay, Niccolo. Keep members that have both Reese and Kit. Well, Reese and Kit are already spoken for, so that's easy. Hook me up with anything short. Okay, and then he wants to go to the gym as well. Dunzo. Erica wants the arcade. See, that's the other kind of guest we like. Easy to please. Okay, Robin, away from Rolo. A good place would need to be dark. So, again, attic or basement. Iris says no Ben. Easy. Ben is already spoken for and seeking the first floor, so either the attic or the wardrobe. She could go with either, so we'll put a pin in that. Okay, Josh craves Loop, who is, okay, they're over there. We'll get to them. In a social place. So arcade, well no, it couldn't be the arcade because there would need to be room for Loop. So that one of the loops is going to go in there. And Morris. Okay, well let's check in with Rolo, or our Rolos. Okay. Okay, so here's how we know this is going to be an easy one. So if we look, Rolo 2 is insisting on tickle torture. Tickle torture is spoken for because Reese is demanding it, and Ross is demanding to be with Reese. So Loop 2 is out. So what does Loop 1 need? Getting bad vibes from Teacup, so they're not going in the basement. They say no to a cold place. Okay, so probably not the bathroom. Stay in the living room or the kitchen. See, living room or kitchen. Oh, see, who was it that wanted to be with, oh yeah, so Josh wants Loop. So we can put Loop 1 in the living room with Josh. Okay, easy. Okay, so let's see. All right, so Mona hypno play with Zola. So wherever Zola goes, Mona follows. So let's see. Not a clean place, so not the kitchen. So we need space for 2 people and an activity, and the only space left for that is the attic. So Zola goes, and that means Mona goes, and that means Hypnoplay goes. So now we just have, like, so we'll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots to go. Yep, let's give me 6. Okay, so Iris wants the first floor. Well, the only spot left on the first floor is in the wardrobe. Robin wants a dark place, so the only place that's left that's dark is the basement. Glinda wants a social spot, because that could still be the living room or the arcade. But, okay. So it needs it less. Okay, so it needs someone with 3 traits. Well, Loop has 3, and Pearl has 3, so she could go to either one. Rollo says no to clean places, so the kitchen is out. Not feeling the wardrobe, already taken. And then no Glinda, so we need to know where Glinda's going before we can put Rollo anywhere. Okay, Morris. Well, hang on. Okay, so no, there has to be room for 2. Yeah, so Donna is following Morris. So the only place there's still room for 2 people is the kitchen. So let's see. Yeah, I think it might be an either or, but let's make absolutely sure. So so these are both social. They each have 2 guests, and then they each have someone with 3 traits. Yeah, as you see here, Pearl and Erica are both insisting on the arcade. So it could be a thing where we have to put 3 traits and 3 traits in the same room. We should be able to just have 1, and that'll take care of that. So Rollo says no to clean, and neither of those are clean. The arcade and the living room not being clean. Go figure. Not feeling the wardrobe is taken. Not mixed Gingy and Tickle Torture. Gingy and Tickle Torture are already spoken for. And no Glinda, so we keep them apart. Okay, now I'm going to do the thing I have not done for the other rooms, but I probably should have. Double check our work. So we'll take it from the top. Zola's not in a clean place. She has Mona. Got activity. The attic doesn't work if there's any aftercare going on. Excuse me. Already spoken for. Not in the wardrobe, not in the lower floor. Mona says no bathroom. Easy. No Hypnoplay without Zola has Hypnoplay and Zola. No ground floor, no spacious. Okay. Reese. Tickle Torture, yes. Bathroom, yes. Ross. No aftercare in the bathroom. 1 lover, yes Reese. Yes first floor. Slappy. Need a soundproof room, yes. No aftercare. No Tickle Torture. No Morris, no Hypnoplay. Iris, no Ben, yes first floor. Quinn. Anyone energetic? No. No Hypnoplay. No butt stuff. Yes Slappy. Cool. Next floor. Pearl. Okay, with both Glinda and Robin. Okay, well Glinda's in the next room, so maybe that's our trigger there. No Kit. She is on the ground floor. No activities. And in the arcade. Erica, arcade. Love you, Erica. Rollo. Not a clean spot. Not the wardrobe. No Gingy or Tickle Torture. And no Glinda. Josh. Yes, social. Yes, Loop. Glinda. 3 traits. 2 guests. And a social room. Loop. No teacup. No aftercare or Reese. Not a cold spot. living room or the kitchen, you got the living room. Where Pearl and Josh are present, well, we have Josh, but we have no Pearl. No tickle torture, 2 traits, that'd be Josh. No butt stuff or Ben, and no loop tube. Papa. Short, yes. Threesome, yes. And Jim, yes. No Reese or Kit for Nicolo. You like to not be on the first floor, where you're on the ground floor. I think short, again, Ben, very popular guy. And in the gym. See, Ben, no bathroom. Not a social spot. No gingy and no practical. Done. Lower floor. Randy, 1 lover. Yes to butt stuff, and then yes to butt stuff with Kit, and in the hallway. And then Kit, no Nicolo, no Donna. Don't put you in a room without activities. There is an activity. No hip, no play. They're doing butt stuff or slappy. No, butt stuff with Randy. Give you all the Randy. Aftercare in the hallway. No butt stuff in the hallway. Luis. Yes, lower floor. Yes, aftercare. And yes, honkers. Honkers. Want to do something sweet? That would be aftercare. Intimate place. That is the sauna. And aftercare with Luis. Well, you got 1 and 2. Okay. Gingy. Kitchen or the sauna. You get the kitchen. I feel like the sauna wouldn't go well for Gingy. They might get all squishy. With 2 other guests. Done and done. Donna. Let's keep safe words below 9 letters. She wants Morris. And let's see. Sapphire is 8 letters, so Gingy is good. And then no hip, no play with Luke, easy. And then Morris, no Rolo, no Quinn, no living room, no arcade, not an intimate place, no one's safe word starts with a vowel, and no loop. Okay. And then process of elimination, but we'll just see. Teacup is not on the first floor, in an isolated area, and you have a partner with 3 traits. Robin has no Rolo and is in a dark room, and Vlad has a match with 3 traits in Teacup. On the lowest floor, Teacup or Robin, or both. Well, you're getting Teacup and Robin. No preset activity, and not here for big guests, neither of which are them. So, theoretically, we should be good. There we go. Okay, so yeah. So, just like taking the test, go through, double check, make sure your work is good. And yeah, so you can see, this is why I describe the game as a logic puzzle dressed up in sexy attire. Like, yeah, you got like butt stuff, tickle torture, you're organizing orgies, blah, 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 blah. You got lots of if, and, or statements. Again, it's a game that is for the finicky, the detail oriented, and people who just love really organizing things to a possibly unhealthy extreme. Okay, but anyways, I think we'll go to the pop out to the menu here real quick. Yeah, so that's basically so I just wanted to come back to this game after a year away and just show it off again. See, it's actually version 2.1.6. They had another patch come out since then. But yeah, this is Orgynizer. Like I say, it's not a game for everyone, but if it's your kind of game, it's really gonna scratch that itch for you. So. It's only $3 on Steam, another $3 if you want the Bare Essentials DLC. Do yourself a favor, go check it out. 40 levels now, new characters, new music, new activities. It's a fun, sex-positive game, but it's not, but without the actual porn. It's porn for your brain, right? Okay. Anyway, appreciate y'all hanging out. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you all next time. Bye for now.